Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Double Stuff Podcast, where we're double the hosts, double the topics, and always double the fun, where I'm Alan.
I'm Dan.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Charity.
And today we're going to talk, as we're coming into the holiday season, and one of the things that brings us all together, of course, is the table. And on that table is food.
And on the food.
Wait, we're talking about food?
Oh, yeah.
We've never talked about food before.
Yeah,
Not on this
first
show.
time.
Dan,
Wow.
this will be the time where you can finally speak up. Because we're going to talk about food and food combinations. And I'm going to start it off with, one, what is the weirdest food combination that you've heard of? Two, that you enjoy?
So something,
Charity, I'm
something
looking
that we
at
enjoy
you.
and something that we've heard of.
I was gonna say a classic one that I heard on old movies growing up was apple pie and cheese.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I've
never tried it.
Yeah, I've never tried it either. I've had apples and cheese like on a what's it, charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Yeah. Like I've had that. So I don't know what the difference is when you have a pie.
That's so far removed
Yeah.
because in my mind I'm thinking when I think of charcuterie, I'm not even thinking about dessert because it's all amuse-bouche or you just kind of pick and choose what you want, and then pie doesn't fit into it. But yeah, you're right. Apples and cheese go together.
Because I think
fruit and cheese.
I think the earliest I probably heard that a couple TV shows from like 50s and 60s. I assume it's older than that. But that's when I first heard about it.
I've never seen it ever consumed.
Yeah.
Ever.
Have you guys had it? Apple pie and cheese?
No.
Does it depend on the cheese? Because all I'm thinking is cheddar.
I think it's an American slice.
Just good old-fashioned American cheese with apples?
Just melty.
Just Kraft and on top of
Kraft
Kraft
single right on top of that grandma's apple pie.
You just took like two things I like and destroyed them.
Well, yeah, you're right. Both of them apart.
Yeah.
Delicious. Together?
Yeah. That
Questionable.
gross.
See, that's why I feel like with those combinations, I'm like, so how'd this come about? Was that the only thing in the fridge? Like, I have this apple pie, and I have some cheese.
Thing, though.
It's a diner thing?
I think it's a diner thing because, well, most times when you are feeling the urge for a little slice of pie, you're not baking it yourself, and most people don't have the time, the energy, the resources to bake that pie.
But they got the cheese.
But you always got a Village Inn just right around the corner.
That's true.
You know? And then how do you sell an old piece of apple pie? Let's just slap a piece of
with a whole piece of cheese.
It was making sense until that ending was put on.
Were you
Like, well, I got
along
two
for the
things.
journey and then you jumped off?
I got this moldy wheel of cheese, and I got this cold apple pie that's getting sitting there. Nobody's eating. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what it was. It was a drunk thing. It was 2 o'clock in the morning at the Village Inn.
It's
Somebody
gotta
came
be.
in and they saw these things sitting on the counter. They were just like, "Give me one of those.
Yeah.
One of those."
Don't quite want a cheeseburger, but I want the cheese. I'm feeling more desserty.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
People in the
together.
Village Inn are just like, "Fine."
All right, what do you got for us,
I was
Sherry?
gonna say
What's the origins?
according to Google, so like all the pictures are showing like literally like orange cheddar cheese on it.
Oh, gosh.
So the cheese and apple pie connection traces back to England, which is the birthplace of cheddar and the apple
course.
pie. So apparently
All
in the
things
17th
gross.
and 18th century, a dairy-based sauce was usually put on top of English pies like a custard. But apparently cheddar cheese stepped in for the sauce along the way, and so that was the replacement.
Did you say England
Wow.
created
It says
apple pie?
England.
Pass.
The all-American pie was
Well,
done across the
I
pond.
think it just says English pie, so I don't think specifically apple pie was the one chosen.
Okay.
But it said there was like a
fritter,
like a dairy-based sauce that was on top
like
of
a slice
pies.
of pie. Here's shepherd's pie. That's not what I wanted.
Like a meat pie, right? And then cheese would probably be appropriate on it.
It still
Here's
sounds
a savory.
so. It seems very American that someone would take a English pie that had a dairy-based sauce on it,
And
then,
said that was gross.
yeah,
What can
and
we
then
do?
Americans like, I'll just take an apple pie and put cheddar cheese
Yeah.
on it because that's the same
What's
thing.
the difference?
Yeah, it sounds
Grandma's
very
gonna like it.
fast food. Yeah,
If it was really American, it'd be like Cheese Whiz, and they would just
It would
spray
be-
Cheese
it would
Whiz
probably be
all
like
over.
ranch
Oh,
dressing.
Oh, that's disgusting. We just
Yeah.
have blocks of cheddar on top of apples.
I never said that. I caution to everybody, I've never seen this ever consumed. Ever. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
that's
So
the
that's
origins.
my okay. And what was your second question? You had a 2-part question.
Is
I
there
forgot.
something that you enjoy that you might think would be an odd combination?
Let's see.
Some people, let me preface this with,
Yeah.
one of the things coming up on the holidays I like with my turkey. Now, I can enjoy turkey just on its own, deli sliced or oven roasted or whatever. But when it comes to the holiday, I do like a smear of cranberry sauce. And for some
Yeah.
people, they would say, maybe not so much.
Typically, that's normal. We never
It's
eat
not
it
quite
with it,
weird,
though.
but if it wasn't Thanksgiving, though, I would never do it.
Is it jelly cranberry or
I was gonna say
Definitely.
like on the
Definitely.
can, like
From the
Definitely.
can, the way God intended an ocean spray made it. God and ocean
Definitely.
spray.
Yeah, I am from the can.
Me too.
with the little
So,
ridges on it.
With
Yes.
that in mind, something that you might think makes sense to you,
Yes.
but at the same time will allow for wiggle room that maybe not everybody enjoys it the way that you enjoy it.
So mine, I think, came from trying to find something to eat on a college campus. So have that in mind. But
Okay.
I enjoy cottage cheese with like the little cubed canned pineapple.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I've had it with peaches, but never had it with pineapple.
See,
I wouldn't
don't
say
like-
it's
I don't
weird,
like
but it's
peaches.
unusual. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think with the pineapple, it's maybe
the
not.
acidity, I guess.
Yeah, so it's like it's really
get a burst
sweet,
of
and then
sweet. Mm.
and then creamy. And certain cottage cheeses are a little bit salty.
You would love this thing that I
Yeah.
just heard of.
What is it?
It's pie, but then you smear it with some sort of a dairy.
Oh, really? Is it based in England?
I was in the same boat.
You were setting me up for something good. And you come
I
with
was-
your
I was-
pie and cheese
Well,
nonsense.
yeah, but see, it's cheese, cottage cheese.
It's cottage. Yeah, that's the caveat. Guess what? It's not what you're thinking. It's cottage cheese.
Yeah.
It's a dollop. It's a
Cottage
plopper.
cheese. The cheese that's been left out for just a little too long.
I don't need cheese. I need just the way.
I need cheese that's
of
like
way.
I want cream cheese, but chunky.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm looking to chew. I need something to chew.
You know, yeah, dairy.
But
that's-
pineapple, I don't
Yeah.
think that's totally off topic or
Yeah.
off cue. I would
I used
say.
to do it with grapes too. So in college, I was either trying to eat healthy or I didn't like what they were serving. And so in the salad bar, they would have.
It was always there.
Yeah, they would always have cottage cheese. They'd always have a little selection of fruits, and so
And
I would
pineapple
do
tidbits.
pineapple and cottage cheese, or grapes and cottage cheese, or maybe cherry tomatoes or something. But the pineapple was my favorite.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird at all. How about you, Sarah? What do you
me?
got? What do you got cooking or not cooking
not cooking.
on the salad bar?
In terms of things that I had heard of as an odd combination, I want to say I was about 5 or 6 years old.
I think I know where this is going.
there was a cartoon called Jimmy and the White Lie. And it's this little boy that told a lie, and then the lie gets bigger and bigger, takes over the house. But at the very beginning, when he first tells the lie, he talks to his mom and he says, "Can I have a peanut butter and pickle sandwich?" And we're all in, and when he says that, everyone in class is like, "Ew," because
But Sarah's like, yum.
it's funny. After all these years, I don't think I ever tried peanut butter and pickle sandwich.
I know one person that has and has enjoyed it.
Is this you have a friend that happens to be you?
I have
kind
a
of thing?
daughter that
Oh, okay.
that
You were talking as if it was
regularly
you. Peanut
had
butter and pickles?
Peanut butter and pickles. It was just a short burst, but yeah, she enjoyed it.
What kind of pickles? Like
That's a
sweet
good question.
pickles, or
I'm pretty sure they were just like the dill.
yeah, just dill.
Like
I
slices.
think. Yeah. I think.
So it's like
Slices.
sour and sweet and salty mix. I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but it made her happy, and
Yeah.
that's the goal for
But
the
like-
dad. So
But having it as a together is kind of odd. But like as a sandwich, like sliced together, spread peanut butter on white bread.
Well,
That just
and
sounds kind of
maybe
deep.
it's this too. It's not so much what makes you happy. At least as a parent, you're thinking, what sort of reflection is this going to give to the people around my daughter while she's enjoying something that brings her pleasure, but you know how elementary kids can
Yeah.
be a little bit, ew, but didn't phase her. Now
Yeah.
she's a wrestler. So
And in that case,
yeah.
I should have done that at 6 years old. I would have been flinging people
Yeah,
across the
that's
room by
right.
second grade.
See,
That's right.
I
You messed
thought-
up. You messed up.
I thought you were going to talk about you like mustard and cheese popcorn.
Oh well, that was going to be the one that
Oh.
the thing that I liked, but he was talking about stuff that I had heard of and then liked.
Oh,
So-
That's
okay,
interesting
okay.
too
But
because
yeah, but I
had
do like.
Spoilers.
I actually, that was what I was going to say. I do like cheese popcorn and mustard. I haven't
dipped
had it in
in
a
or
long
drizzled
time.
on.
Oh, I kind of dip it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yellow
I had-
mustard, brown
Yeah,
mustard.
like
That
makes
no,
sense,
straight
though.
up
I had
French's
a-
yellow
Straight up
mustard.
yellow mustard.
When I was
yeah.
in California, and it was before the popcorn phenomenon that we know now, where you can find any flavor
yeah.
that you ever want. And I had a buddy that was big into hot sauce and popcorn, and he wouldn't do the dip, but he would do a drizzle of hot
Drizzle in.
sauce on the popcorn,
What
and
kind
it was
of popcorn?
delicious.
Just white? Or-
Yeah, I was working in a mom and pop video store called Video Zone, and one of the draws that the owner thought that he could get would be fresh popcorn.
Okay.
And we did, you know, but Alan and the assistant manager, we ate it all.
Well, business was booming then.
That's
one of my
right. And it
favorite
was
jobs being
hot
done.
and spicy.
But yeah, I think
popcorn.
I just like the I would say tanginess. It's not the right word for mustard, but
Yeah, it is.
is that the word?
Yeah.
Like,
Tangy works.
Yeah.
yeah. So I
'Cause
guess
it's
it's just,
vinegary. It's
maybe that's
yeah.
why.
You
It's
could
that
also
and the cheese, I
say
guess.
disgusting.
What?
I was gonna say,
Dang.
no, I like
That actually
mustard.
makes sense.
So far, all these conversations have been two great tastes that don't taste great together, in my opinion. But like, because I like mustard and I like popcorn, but
They never had it
it's
together.
So
Yeah.
weird.
Separate. Same
Yeah,
thing with
separate.
the pie and cheese.
Same thing with
Separate.
pie and cheese. Same thing with peanut butter
Well,
and
let's
pickles.
hear you. What
No,
do
that's
you
the
got
thing.
going on?
No, I'm sitting here thinking about. I'm listening to you guys talk
Okay.
about it, and I'm just like, I'm a weirdo because I don't know of any combination like that I can even think of. Because I think
Okay.
part of my problem is that when I was younger, I hated my food touching. Everything had to be separate.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Charity's
You know?
problem.
Yeah. So like the idea of combining two weird foods is just like
So
yeah,
shepherd's
nothing.
pie
No.
is out of the menu for
Well,
you.
probably so.
Yeah.
More than likely so.
No mashed potatoes mixing with your peas.
Actually, I like mixing mashed potatoes with things. Typically, but they're all like the common
You're all
things.
over the place
No,
right
they're
now.
all common things. Like they're all like I was like the other day we were eating. I had like some rice, like some wild
Okay.
rice or whatever, and I ate a little bit with the mashed potatoes. That's fine. Or use a
Rice
crescent roll.
and potatoes?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
two
uh-huh.
starches,
That's two
man. What are you
starches.
doing?
I love my starches. Have you seen me?
Nothing.
Of course, I love my starches.
He's a vegan. What else is left?
Yeah, but no, I was like, okay, I haven't heard of any weird combinations, and I haven't really had any combinations except for there's a restaurant that I think I've told this before on this show. It was called Fat Sandwiches.
No.
Never told us
I-
about
Oh,
this.
I heard
okay.
that one.
So
We
there's a
even had a whole
restaurant in
show
Norman.
about
It's
sandwiches.
closed.
I don't remember this.
This restaurant is closed down for very good reason, but it was called
Okay.
Fat Sandwiches. It was in Norman, Oklahoma. And my brother-in-law, went to school there and he used together, and they would take like hoagies, basically like sub sandwiches, and then just put anything in them. It was the weirdest thing. So you would get like fried chicken in there with maybe some mozzarella sticks,
I'm on
a
board
couple
so far.
eggs,
Oh.
like fried eggs
Eggs,
put on top of
okay.
it, right? And then every sandwich at the end of it, when you got them putting all this like monstrosity together,
You
they
fry
would take
it.
no, that
Oh,
would be
okay.
super gross. They would
it in
take
gravy.
Oh, that's
fries
gross.
and they would cover the top with fries
I'm
and then
all on
ketchup
board.
and stuff, and
It's
it was
like-
just like a meal in
It's like the
a
kitchen
bun.
sink.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
Like,
I
yeah.
think
sounds
you
like
can go
such a
to
guy thing.
probably any fraternity and
I was
find
gonna
that.
say
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that works for the college stomach, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, not anymore.
That's it. Though.
Not
That's the only
anymore.
weird kind of combination
You
I
get
could
the
think of.
bubbly
so.
tumblies.
Yeah, no kidding. I would be dead. You would just
Call
wherever
it.
I laid, just bury me there, put the tombstone. It's good to go because I would be getting
so
up
not
there.
Clogged
necessarily
artery
weird
restaurant.
combinations, just epic combinations.
Just epic
The
combinations.
combination
But
is called every food group in one sandwich.
I'm
I
so
think that's what it
sheltered though.
was.
I was just like you guys blowing me out of the water.
Oh, I can
gotta-
assure you, we were
Yeah.
more sheltered than you, but we still had weird sandwiches.
My mom actually, my parents were visiting. My mom brought pumpkin spice flavored goat cheese.
Oh.
And
I saw that
graham
at
crackers.
I saw that at Dylan's, and
Yeah.
I almost bought it because I was
And we had it
curious.
for breakfast,
yeah.
and it was
People
delicious.
put pumpkin
bet you
spice
would.
on anything.
anything.
I just didn't think about it. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, goat cheese on a cracker, like no
Uh-huh.
problem. But goat cheese on a sugar cracker.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
there's
Interesting.
Pretty good.
the best. Okay, so you got a holiday party. Pro tip.
Uh-huh.
It's the holidays coming up. You're going to a holiday party. You're fretting about. You're thinking, what in the world am I going to bring that's going to give a wow factor? And you don't want to go with a regular cracker. You know, that's too pedestrian.
Oh.
Go with an oat cracker or an almond cracker. I forget the name of the brand. I want to say it starts with an E. It's French. It's only in Dillon's that I know of, because that's only where
So
I
it's very
shop.
French.
Very French. But what I'm saying is,
Le Dillons.
exactly.
Sorry, friends.
I guess what I'm saying is, you're gonna get cheese where you can get your cheese. You're gonna get your fruit where you can get your fruit. You don't have to bring the cracker that everybody expects. You just sneak in there like a ninja with an awesome cracker.
Okay.
And you just say, where did this come from? And you don't have to say anything, because you know it came from
Like,
you.
it's
Okay.
a
There you go.
secret. Yeah.
So what you're telling me to do is go to Dillon and go up to the person that's working there and be like, yo, point me in the direction of them French crackers with the E.
And it will not be in the cracker aisle.
Not in the okay,
It's
then
by the
this
cheesemonger.
doesn't
By
even
the
make any
cheese,
sense
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's
figured
by
it'd
the
be in the
cheesemonger.
fancy
Yeah,
cheese
uh-huh.
section.
Yeah,
I'll have to-
yeah,
It's like, I'm looking for a cracker. Well, let me take you to the cracker aisle. Oh, no. Au contraire, my good man.
And,
That's a common man's cracker. I want to go to the French crackers.
I don't need a basic cracker.
if you're looking specifically for the one I'm talking about, it's not even a cracker. It's more along the UK version of a biscuit, because it's
biscuit.
called
okay.
a cake. It's called an
Oh.
oat cake or an almond cake.
I like how you said an oat cake because you're
Oat cake.
British.
Oat cake.
It's an oat cake or an
Or an
almond cake.
Almond cake. You get me, bruh? And then if you
All right,
get,
governor.
you get me,
Sorry,
Mike.
England.
Sorry, England. Yeah, totally. But I'm telling you, that's your little bit of flair for the holiday season.
All right.
Showing up to a holiday party and you don't know quite what to bring. Go in there with an oat cake, almond cake
I'm down.
from Dillon,
From Dillon.
and you'll be all right.
So,
right.
so when did you discover this miraculous combination?
Great question. So
I
when
was
it
going to
comes to
France.
yeah, well, all right.
Got lost.
Growing
Up
up,
in the Dillon's parking lot.
well, it kind of falls in line with what we're talking about. Growing up, thinking it would be weird if I went to a place thinking that I'm going to be fed with nothing but little pieces of cheese, little pieces of fruit, little pieces of meat, and crackers or something, and olives and whatnot, and jams and jellies and things like that.
Yeah.
Going to very
Charcuterie.
nice parties.
It is.
That's what I'm saying. I would have thought that this was a bust, when I was growing up. Now I look forward to a charcuterie night. It is so good and so fulfilling. And not only that, but you don't gorge yourself.
Yeah.
And so you're good for the whole night. Good conversation,
Makes sense.
That's
There
a,
you go.
that's a
Yeah.
nice mature thing to say.
That's right. If you're single, find yourself under a little mistletoe, a little charcuterie, and you'll be good to go, sir.
Oh, is that the formula?
That's the
Is that
formula.
what we've been missing
That's
all
right.
this
I like how it's singular.
Charcuterie,
It's just-
mistletoe,
It's
bingo.
just me.
Bingo, bango.
It's just me, mistletoe, and charcuterie.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like,
I need a second party here.
That's a Hallmark movie
That's a
title.
Hallmark movie.
Me, mistletoe, and charcuterie.
Coming to Hallmark
If
2023.
you're underneath a mistletoe holding a board of charcuterie, you will be
You're
approached.
irresistible.
You will be
and somebody will take the charcuterie board.
Wow.
slap it on an apple piece of pie and say, "This is really good."
and then they're gonna
Totally
like
messing up.
in the audience. Don't I get a kiss?
Hold on, my mouth's full.
Now an olive breath and French crackers on your tongue.
Exactly. Well, it's been weird, and we've definitely worked in a couple of combinations. If you have any sort of odd combinations that works into something that you think that is completely plausible to enjoy, let us know. And
Yes, please
Sarah's-
tell me, because
Yeah.
I need more
Yeah.
stuff in my life to
Shelter
try.
Dan needs a
Yeah.
combination.
That's right.
Make
And
him eat
Sarah's going to let
something
you
weird.
know where you can let us know this awesome menu, hidden
Yes.
menu.
Oh, a hidden menu. Yeah, because we're special.
Like
Like that.
In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, so check us out. You can binge listen to all of our episodes at doublestuffpod.com. And for sure, check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Double Stuff Podcast. And of course, on Twitter at Double Stuff P. And that's the letter P.